So this time, we will talk about physical properties of matter. We know already what matter is. A matter is everything or anything that has mass and takes up space. Again, what are the three states of matter? 1. Solid. 2. Liquid. 3. Gas. And we need to add more. No? We have also specialized type of matter, which is plasma. Got it? So when we talk about properties of matter, how does matter reacts? No? How does matter creates changes according to reactions or processes. That is why in every object, no, its example or sample objects, right? Either it is a solid, liquid, or gas, we always identify how hard, how heavy, how strong, okay, are those objects. So the word physical means to say the real thing, okay? The real object that we can touch, we can feel, no? As part of those examples. So what are some physical properties of matter? How are physical properties used to separate mixtures? So take note of this. The word physical property, I'll repeat. Physical property means a characteristic of matter that you can observe or measure without changing the identity of matter. Okay? So it is a characteristic of matter that you can observe, you can feel, you can touch. And it is measurable. Okay? The quantity itself, we can count. Okay? We can carry it out. And how does things change according to its identity or appearance of the object, and what kind of matter is it made of? So for example, a glass of water, tin cans of soda, paper, crumpled paper, ice turning into water, water turning into ice, okay, and any other sources of materials that we can cite. The word mass. In a physical properties of matter, we have to remember the word mass and weight. Okay? How heavy those objects are and how much matter it contained. Okay? So the amount of matter in an object is what we call a mass. Okay? And while the weight, it is, okay, the force due to gravity, in which that object is present. So for example, your BMI or body mass index, okay, about your weight. How much do you weigh? Around 50 kilograms, 80 kilograms, okay? So we refer to that with mass. However, in weight, we refer to an object, in which it is a gravitational pull towards the earth, in which the object contains its own weight by Newton, right? So therefore, we also have to refer about density. A density is a mass per unit volume of a substance. Always remember, density involves with what we call fluid or liquid component. Example of fluid component, okay, either water or air particles or oil. When can we say that the density is high? So, if the particles are packed together tightly, that will be equal to not much space in between. So, what is this indicator? It will sink easily. And of course, like iron nail, rock or stones or any heavy object. When can we say that it has a low density? So, particles are packed, closely packed, more space in between. Like for example, fluid component. It will easily float. Okay? Like for example, light wood or a box or a plant leaf or paper. Okay? So that's an indicator of low density. Another point that you have to remember is solubility. What is solubility? The ability of one substance to dissolve in another. Like for example, water, alcohol, water, and oil. What will happen to water and alcohol when joined together? Okay? So, they mix together without separating those mixtures. They are in the same appearance or even appearance. That is why homogeneous mixture. However, in water and oil, okay, their layers, their molecules separated. Oil will float and water will fully submerge. Okay? So that is heterogeneous mixture. Physical properties are characteristics of matter that you can observe or measure without changing its identity of matter. So say for example, solid, liquid, and gases are called states of matter. Every solid, liquid, and gas around you is made up of moving particles that attract one another. Always remember that matter is anything that takes up space and every object has a mass. Okay? So therefore, two parts in components, the compositions and properties. When you talk about composition, guys, components of a sample and their relative proportions, like water molecules. Then the properties distinguishing qualities of attribute of a sample matter. The example, we have there your banana, your apple, your mango. Then we can identify their color, texture. Then how those changes, okay, will also react. Okay? So, I repeat, solid, liquid, and gas. Remember, in each particle arrangement, solid. Solid, a definite shape, a definite volume, particle close together. Strong attractive force between particles, particle vibrant in all direction. That's for solid. So, we mainly focus, for example, ice cube. That's solid. Okay? Changing from liquid to solid. Okay? So, freezing. Next one, liquid. How liquid takes place. So, after a while, solid ice or ice cube turns or melt down into pure liquid or water. So, a liquid, no definite shape, takes the shape of its container,